Hair down, Julia here. I'm just editing this video, adding captions, and I realized that I introduced it as I'm trying not to talk about interest rates, which is true. And I just want to say, I did for like a split second, but I also gave like a very long overview of the housing market and everything that's going on. So you might want to actually watch it. Take a look. Okay, this is me trying to not do an interest rate announcement. The Bank of Canada held rates steady, so your payments won't change. Interest rates are relatively low, generally speaking. So if you're looking to buy, it's a good time. Rents are also lower, but if you're gonna rent and you can afford a mortgage, might be a good idea. So contact a financial advisor. If you don't have one, you can ask me and I will get you in touch with a great one. What else? Housing market. Same old, guys. Same old. Nothing's really changed here. You know, typically there's a slowdown heading into winter. This year it's been extra pronounced, likely because of political instability, economical instability, you know, immigration, jobs, all the things. I could talk about this for like an hour straight, and we still wouldn't even go through everything. All you need to know is that if you are buying, you have a ton of options. If you're selling, it's a little bit tougher, but it's not impossible. You just need to price right from the get-go. That's it. You need a really solid strategy right out the gate. And then otherwise, you need a great real estate professional on your side. And you need to understand your timeline. That's the other thing. You need to have a really good idea of what your goals are and what your timeline is for your move, because that will dictate the price that you're willing to accept. And what you're willing to accept and a buyer is willing to pay might not be the same thing, which could be why if you have a listing currently sitting on the market, that could be kind of what's getting in your way of selling your property and moving on to your next one. In terms of investing, there have been a ton of advances in the last few weeks. Bill 60 came out. So many more wins, I guess you would say. They're small wins because really this stuff should have been in there from the start. But wins for landlords, more protection for them, and that'll be great in helping investors actually see cash out of their investments in real estate, which hasn't always been the case over the last few years. And then a little bit different, I'm interested to see how many investors are going to hop in to investing in the next little bit. The housing market, like I was saying, is a little bit slower. It's a little bit lower price-wise. We're kind of in a balanced market for the most part, and some kind of like leaning buyers market as well. So lots of negotiations happening. Lots of conditions are able to be put into offers, which is great. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether there are more investors hopping into the market since the prices are relatively low now, and now there's a little bit more protection for them. I don't always love to see this. I see the place for investing. However, I think that everyone deserves to have a home of their own. So if that's you and you're thinking about either moving or setting the groundwork for a move in the coming few months or year, then now's a great time to get in touch with me. It's a great time to just go over, you know, your numbers, see what's out there. There's nothing wrong with buying a house in the winter. So just know the people that you can reach out to and who you can trust and really find a good fit for you. And explore what your options may be. You might not be aware of all of them. So really take a hard look at that, and you should be off to the races for 2026. So I hope you're well. Again, thank you for listening to my non-interest rate announcement. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day.